You're tuned in to Vinewood Public Access.
Vinewood Public Access.
Where big-time dreams meet
Downtown delusion.
Good morning, everyone. We are into the wee hours here in Los Santos, which means the freeways are empty, the coyotes are getting bold, and the only people awake are cab drivers, insomniacs, and the guy in my building who plays drums with his forehead. You're tuned in to Vinewood Public Access, the only station in the city with more dead air than funding. And if you're wondering why I'm still here, well, so am I. Until someone books this godforsaken time slot, or until Kevin updates our grant paperwork, we're required to broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Public access never sleeps, even if I desperately want to. Now, earlier tonight, in a moment of weakness and misplaced optimism, I went to Studio Los Santos in Del Perro. Don't ask me why. I think I had some delusion about reconnecting with the kids and what they're doing. Maybe I just wanted somewhere dark to be sad, but there I am, wedged between bottle service and regret, and I spot him. Lazlow. Yeah, the Lazlow. That Lazlow. If you grew up outside Vice City like I did, Lazlow was it. Voice of a generation, big personality, no filter. He made radio feel like rebellion. It was inspiring. Now, he's in the DJ booth at Studio Los Santos, but he's not DJing. He's warming up the crowd, telling jokes, like real estate jokes. Something about a mortgage rate and a bottle service deduction. I think someone threw a vape pen at him or something, but he fell off the back of the stage, and it's hard to watch your heroes literally fall from grace and age out of relevance, especially when you've structured your entire adult bitterness around their model. And now he's there, floundering, while I'm here ranting into the void in the mid-morning on a station held together with duct tape and city negligence. Oh, there's actually a caller on the line. Huh. All right, enough of that. All right, caller, you're on the line and you're up very early calling into the radio. How can we help?
Tommy, I just don't get it. I light my love attraction candle every morning, and yet not one man has knocked on my door. It's been months and no one shows up. All the while, I sit here in my sweatpants, spooning tuna into my cat's mouth because her jaw doesn't work, alone. I'm starting to think it was a waste of a $400 candle. Anyway, thanks for keeping me company, Tommy. Say hi to Kevin for me.
Well, you know, they say, if at first you don't succeed, eat, pray, and light another candle. I don't know. And no, I will not say hello to Kevin for you. I do not say hello to Kevin for me. Next. Hello? You're on Vinewood Public Access. Who is this? Who? Oh my God. What the fuck is this? What? No. Hello? Kev? Is this? Excuse me. Can you even hear me? No, let's cut. We need to cut this off. Cut this off. Kevin. Cut this off. What the fuck, dude? No. Wait, hey, wake up. I don't give a fuck, dude. Look, if I have to be awake, you have to be awake. We have to do this. And there's this like random guy breathing some nasty shit on the phone. What? How did he even get through? I want my button back. I want the little button back that I had that hangs up on people. I don't give a shit. Get it fixed. God, I can't even with you, dude. Fucking go to commercial. Go to fucking commercial, please.
Do you want to be a post-apocalyptic millionaire while your neighbors are resorting to cannibalism? Do you want to be living the good life or having to eat your children in order to survive? Call Monetary Science today. We buy gold and other precious metals, from silver and platinum to lead and aluminum, including the foil. You're only a few gold bars away from being the king of the apocalypse, my friend, with your choice of all the women, wine, and food that makes it through the end of days. Seriously, when things go down, women flock to the man on top of the hill with the shiny shit, and no matter how fat, balding, or boring he is. $1 invested in gold in 1800 would be worth over $15 today, or maybe more. Now, that's a smart investment. You will become the post-apocalyptic banker and really stick it to the masses. That is, if you can avoid being robbed blind by marauding outlaws. Gold is trading at a 200-year high, so now is the time to buy. Call in today at Monetary Science. We're Armageddon proof.
You're tuned in to Vinewood Public Access. Vinewood
Public Access.
Because, what are we even doing right now? Listen up.
Welcome back to Vinewood Public Access. Just want to remind everybody, tonight we've got a new episode of the Getaway Chronicles with Angela Steele. You don't want to miss it. All right, folks, it's time for that part of the show where I hand things over to a man who somehow has both the charm of a used car salesman and the soul of a tax audit, Blayne Bartlby. Blayne hosts The Bottom Line, and despite being the smarmiest man alive, he's also just charming enough that people buy into it. I should hate him more than I do, and yet I let him have airtime. Because if nothing else, at least Blayne is proof that if you say something confidently enough, people will pay you for it. Plus, he gave me beat-off headphones for Christmas, and, well, I use them all the time. I'm a total beat-off addict. So, brace yourselves. Here comes The Bottom Line with Blayne Bartlby. Try not to let your wallet fall out of your pocket.
You're listening to The Bottom Line. Progress is mandatory, and ethics are optional. Good morning, loyal listeners. This is The Bottom Line, where we celebrate the beauty of the unchecked capitalism and innovation that's driving Los Santos, and soon, the world, into the future. I'm your host, Blayne Bartlby, Chief Optimism Officer, here to remind you, resistance is futile, but compliance is profitable. Let's dive in, shall we? Today on Product Spotlight, we're thrilled to introduce a game-changing innovation from our friends at Malt Tech. That's MALT, Mass Automation and Labor Tracking for you lay people. The WageCuff. Yes, folks, the WageCuff is here to revolutionize the workplace. Imagine this. A sleek, ergonomic bracelet that not only monitors your productivity, but encourages you to work harder by delivering a mild, incentivizing jolt whenever your output dips below acceptable levels. And don't worry, it's totally safe. 99.7% of testers reported no lasting nerve damage. That's no one. Plus, it comes with customizable shock levels, so managers can really personalize their motivational tactics. I mean, that's what I call innovation. Call now to order yours, and they'll throw in a free resignation fee waiver kit. Because at Malt Tech, quitting should cost you. Literally. Now it's time for Employee of the Month. As always, this honor is brought to you by Shark Card Banking Services. Borrow what's already yours. Today's winner is Chuck Dingler, a janitor at Cluckin' Bell's Industrial Protein Refinery, who has worked 73 consecutive double shifts without a single bathroom break. Let's hear it from Chuck.
I am deeply humbled to be a Cluckin' Bell's Poultry Hero of the Month. My boss, Mr. Grindle, is a true pioneer of workplace motivation thanks to his brilliant use of the WageCuff. Every little jolt reminds me to stay focused on my duties. Mopping floors, scraping industrial protein sludge, and running quality checks on the gizzard clipper. I'd like to thank Cluckin' Bell's recognition of my dedication to our noble mission of maximum efficiency at minimum humanity. This certificate will hold a place of honor in my heart and in my locker until I inevitably collapse from exhaustion and my locker is cleaned up by management. Remember, as Mr. Grindle says, breaks are for eggs, not employees. Thank you. Can I please go now? Please.
Truly inspiring, Chuck. Thank you for your service. Remember, folks, Cluckin' Bell. Suffering never tasted so good. And now, the segment you've all been waiting for, the future of business. Joining us today is Bryce Hardwick, CEO of CrimSafe AI Solutions, the innovators behind Los Santos' brand new biosurveillance network. Bryce, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Blayne. It's an honor to be here, shaping the future of San Andreas, one facial scan at a time.
Now, Bryce, rumor has it CrimSafe is revolutionizing safety in Los Santos by installing cameras in, every public bathroom and changing room in the city. Care to elaborate?
Of course, our patented biosurveillance technology ensures that everyone, and I mean everyone, is safe at all times. By tracking suspicious activities such as tying your shoes too slowly or wearing hoodies in warm weather, we're able to proactively prevent crimes before they occur.
Incredible. Now, I'm sure some folks, the usual privacy nuts, might say this sounds a little Orwellian. What do you say to that?
Well, I would say, Blayne, that that's quite a 20th century way of thinking. We at CrimSafe believe that privacy is a small price to pay for absolute control over your personal security. And besides, if you've not done anything wrong, then what have you got to hide?
Bryce, I couldn't have said it better myself. All right, before you go, quick question. Do these cameras also track employees during lunch breaks? I'm asking for a very paranoid intern.
Oh, Blayne. Well, let's just say at CrimSafe, we're always watching.
As well you should be. Bryce Hardwick, thank you for your service. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Remember, the future of Los Santos is bright, shiny, and monitored 24/7. This has been The Bottom Line, the show that keeps you informed, whether you want to be or not. See you next time, assuming you've been productive enough to deserve it.
You're tuned in to Vinewood Public Access.
Vinewood.
Vinewood Public Access. Because, what do you have that's better to do?
Los Santos, let's talk about a topic near and dear to my heart. Running away from your problems. Some people pack up, they move west, and they chase a dream. Others get in their car and they drive until they can't afford gas anymore. And then there's me. I left the great state of Leonida, and by great, to be clear, I mean a humid, corrupt, gator-infested sinkhole where people think mayonnaise is a personality trait. And what did I come here for? A shot at real radio, real broadcasting, a chance to make a difference in the cultural wasteland that is modern media. And how did that work out? Well, I had one audition for one station. One. And you know who got that gig over me? DJ George. Yeah, that guy. The same hipster clown spinning obscure yacht rock for rich kids who pretend they like vinyl. The guy who once called himself anti-establishment while doing a sponsored segment for Debonair cigarettes. This is DJ George, home of underground and alternative radio. Yeah, my fucking ass. So, I could have packed it up, left, admitted defeat, but no, I stayed. And in a moment of pure, unfiltered spite, I found a barely functional public access studio and I made it my own. Vinewood Public Access was born, not because the city needed it, not because the people wanted it, but because I refuse to lose to a guy named George. And now, here we are, still broadcasting, still independent, and still making absolutely no money. But you know what? It's mine. It's all mine. Fuck you, George. All right, enough of that. Let's go to the phones. Who do we have? And if it's DJ George, I swear to fucking God, Kevin. Okay, my little note card here says that our next guest is Bonnie. She is a casting producer for Fame or Shame. The show that makes you question humanity's collective taste. Bonnie, welcome.
Thanks, Tommy. Though, if I'm being honest, I'm about ready to walk off set and never look back. Ugh.
Wow, not every day someone admits to career burnout on the radio where everyone can hear her. What's got you fed up? Is it the fame or is it the shame?
It's both. Every week, I have to wrangle these has-beens and wannabes doing the stupidest stunts imaginable. Oh, last week, Miranda Cowan, she was a guest host, and she insisted on doing a 45-minute magic act where she sawed herself in half. It was a disaster, obviously. She's fucking nobody. Well, now I guess she's two nobodies.
Yikes. Wait, are you saying Miranda Cowan is dead?
Sort of. I mean, her career definitely is. And here I am, dreaming of singing on a real stage instead of babysitting these people who think that twerking on a trampoline is art.
Ah, she buried the lead a bit, folks, but there it is. The classic I'm secretly talented trope. Tell you what, Bonnie, sing us a few bars right now. Prove you're not just another producer with a dream.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Come on, let's hear it.
Well, what would I even sing? And look, if you're just going to make me sound crazy, because I've heard how people come off on...
Well, you've got the confidence, that's for sure. And in this town, that's 90% of making it. Good luck with that, Bonnie. And you remember to keep that health insurance updated. All right, our next guest is Ted. Ted works at Beth's Dog Grooming out in Sandy Shores. Ted, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Tommy. So I have this situation on my hands, and I'm not really sure what to do.
Okay, well, you're on the right line. Sandy Shores is a land of mysteries, so let me guess, you got stray coyotes coming in to get groomed by mistake.
No, nothing like that. It's this one customer. He's always bringing in like a new dog, like every week, and I just never see the same dog twice.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's a big-hearted rescuer.
See, that's what I thought at first, but it's weird. He'll bring in the dog, he'll act like all polite, pay him cash, and then poof, next week, new dog, same story. I don't know, it's unsettling.
Well, unsettling is one word for it. Have you talked to this guy about what's going on?
I tried once. I joked like, what are you doing? Open a dog rental service or something? And he just stared at me dead-eyed and said like, something like that.
Yikes. Well, my advice would be to start keeping a list of license plate numbers and maybe check if there's a community barbecue happening after each visit. You know what I mean?
A barbecue. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Oh my God.
Well, good luck with... Well, Ted? Well, good luck with that, Ted. I'm sure there's a logical explanation. I'm just suggesting that the logical explanation is that this man is eating those dogs. Keep your distance, and thanks for stopping by, Ted. All right, next up, we've got Alan. He's a bartender from the Diamond Casino and Resort. Alan, what's shaking besides the drinks? And it sounds like your nerves?
Tommy, it's bad. Real bad. I'm not sure I'm going to make it through another shift.
Oh, sounds dramatic. Calm down, buddy. Tell me more.
The valets, they're dropping like flies. Every time a car pulls up, there's a 50-50 chance the guy taking the keys won't survive the drive to the parking lot.
Oh, well, that's what you get for parking sports cars in a city with heat-seeking RPGs everywhere. But how's that affecting you, Alan? You're slinging drinks on the inside, not steering Lampadottis.
Yeah, but the fear's contagious. I've seen guys get knocked out cold just for standing too close to the valet explosion. What if I'm next? What if I'm eating a sandwich? I'm right there. I can't afford to get fired.
Whoa. Hey, maybe don't take your smoke breaks next to the valet stand, buddy. Just a thought. Or, I don't know, you wear some body armor under your uniform. It's Los Santos. Nobody's going to question it.
Body armor? You might be onto something. Tommy, thanks.
Well, I'm always here to help. You go mix yourself a stiff drink, buddy. Sounds like you've earned it. All right, folks. Next up, we've got Dwayne. He's on the line for Los Santos Office Supply Company, and he's here to talk about, God, I can't imagine, the thrilling world of staplers.
Man, more like the dying world of staplers, Tommy. My store's going out of business, motherfucker.
Shocking. In a city where people solve disputes with rocket launchers, who would have guessed office supplies would not thrive?
Man, it ain't just the rocket launchers, it's the online retailers. They're selling bulk paper clips for half the price that I gotta pay to stock them motherfuckers.
A tragedy of capitalism. Have you considered rebranding? Maybe start selling tactical staplers.
Man, it's funny you should mention that. I did launch a line of battle-ready binders, but that ain't really catch on.
Los Santos was not ready for your genius, Dwayne. I've heard it a million times. I've lived it a million times. Do you have any final words for our listeners?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. Support local business, unless you want to see the whole world drown in a sea of generic gel pens and discount paper clips.
Poetic. All right, we got a call coming in from Little Seoul, home of the teeny tiny strip mall. You're on the air. What's up?
Hi, my name's Yumi Ho. My dad owns Simon Ho Korean Noodle House, the one with the big S-Ho sign.
Ah, yes, I've been in that S-Ho more than once. Big fan.
Thank you. We love it when you come inside more than once. Anyway, I was calling because I need advice. Not like legal advice. Okay. So I met this guy, super cute, funny. He works night security at Port LS. We went on 2 great dates, and then he just stopped texting.
Let me guess. He works night security, but he also drives a brand new Ubermacht.
Yeah. How'd you know that?
Just a hunch. Go on.
So I asked my cousin to check him out, and now I think he's gone? Like, nobody's seen him. At all. Not even his job. My uncle said I shouldn't worry because sometimes people disappear when they disappoint us. What does that mean?
It means you should probably delete your texts, clear your browser history, and never, ever ask your uncle any follow-up questions. I feel like this is not the first time this has happened.
That's so lame. He was so tall. Also, someone's been leaving fish heads in our mailbox. Could that be, like, romantic? In some cultures?
Adorable. No, not unless that culture is warning signs from the underworld. Yumi, and I say this with affection, please stop dating anyone that your family does not thoroughly background check for their own safety.
Okay. So, should I go back on Love Me or just wait a while?
Well, go back on Love Me, but maybe don't swipe right on anyone who lists entrepreneur in their job or stands in front of the car in their profile picture.
Okay. Thank you, Tommy. You're like super helpful for someone who sounds exhausted all the time.
Thank you, Yumi. I'm going to take that as a compliment. And good luck with your fish mail. Thanks for the cold noodles. And finally, we've got a very special guest, Officer Bobby Benson, recent graduate of the Police Academy and longtime fan of the show. Bobby, welcome.
Tommy, it's an honor to be here, man. I've been listening to you since I was a kid, man. You're practically a hero in my book.
A hero? Me? Come on, lower those standards. Bobby, this city will eat you alive. Speaking of which, you're about to join the LSPD. Feeling optimistic?
Absolutely. Sure, I've heard the rumors, the daily shootouts, the thousands of officers supposedly not making it. But listen, Tommy, I'm ready to make a difference.
Bobby, let me tell you something. Have you ever played any of those cop simulation games? You know, the ones where you try to arrest somebody, but they're already driving off in a tank?
No, but I did play Patriot Patrol. That's a great game.
Patriot Patrol. Patriot Patrol? Bobby, this isn't a board game, buddy. This is Los Santos, man. This is the city of rocket launchers, flamethrowers, and broken dreams. But hey, optimism's important. Just don't forget to duck or wear your hat. Those helmets. Oof. Lifesavers. Literally. The amount of brains I have seen splattered on Vinewood Boulevard as I walk to work, and everyone accompanied with a badge. But hey, I tell you, I'm sure it's going to work out great.
Jesus God. I mean, thanks, Tommy. I'll keep that in mind. But you know what? And no matter what, I'll keep listening to your show. You're still an inspiration, man.
Glad to know I've inspired you to jump into the meat grinder of Los Santos law enforcement. Good luck out there, Bobby. You're going to need it.
You're tuned in to Vinewood Public Access. Vinewood Public Access, your home for the wild, weird, and wonderfully dysfunctional.
All right, everybody. I'm excited to say we do have an in-studio guest today. Her name is Fanffiny, and she works for Appropriate Associates. I'm fascinated by this. It says here on your website, give your image a boost by hiring our professional party guests for your next social event. What exactly does this mean? And Fanffiny, welcome to Vinewood Public Access.
Tommy, thank you for having me. First of all, so excited to talk about my business, Appropriate Associates. Let me lay it out. So, say you're throwing a party and you're worried that only your fat friend and like the creepy guy from the place next door are going to show up. Or maybe you're like embarrassed about the lack of diversity in your social circle. Maybe you're terrified that your girlfriend will dump you when she discovers that all of your buddies are all like immature douchebags. Or maybe, I don't know, you're just looking to replace your wingman with someone who women actually find vaguely attractive. So, Appropriate Associates has been saving people from social suicide since 2009. From birthdays to weddings to funerals to product launches to political rallies and swingers parties, entourages. Our stand-ins, they know how to make you stand out. So think of them as extras in the movie of your not-so-tragic life. It's one of those rom-coms in which an ugly, socially awkward nerd transforms into the most popular guy around, like getting to muff dive on a cheerleader and launching a successful .com while discovering some deeper universal truth about themselves and the world. But that's not your life. Like, this is your life. In your life, you need to pay to have friends. And that's what we're here for. And doing so is going to make your dreams come true. That's where Appropriate Associates comes in.
Aren't you worried, Fanffiny, that this comes off just a little bit desperate?
Oh, absolutely, Tommy. It's super desperate. But Los Santos is a city where you don't get a second chance at a first impression. It's full of vain, hedonistic, like faux creative types who consider real work to be beneath them. And they make perfect room fillers for any party. Like, we have so many people. With Appropriate Associates, you get all the benefits of having like cool, hip, good-looking friends without having to deal with their annoying bullshit when the party is over. I mean, seriously, call us today. Nobody needs to know how lonely and desperate your life really is ever again.
Fanffiny, I'm fascinated. So tell me a little bit more about what kinds of people you can provide.
Absolutely. We can provide all kinds of friends for your parties. So we have fake entertainment executives that get your party guests worked into a lather and they start talking about like high profile events and movie studios and TV networks and things like that. And we have hipsters, like unshaven guys and hairy gals. So like they're so hip. They're going to talk about bands and broken bicycles and stuff like that. Female bodybuilders. We've got cool moms, like really like cool moms who are like with it and like really cool. Who else? Oh my God. Russians, Eskimos, British. There's a lady that has sexy time with a donkey, and believe it or not, this is like one of our biggest requests. She's very busy.
Fanffiny, thank you so much for stopping by. Do you have any closing remarks?
I do. Appropriate Associates is serving Los Santos and the greater southern San Andreas area 24/7. Just hit us up. Come on down. And we're going to help you get your shit together with our group of people that will show up to make you seem not so terribly lonely. And thank you, Tommy, for so much for your time. Thank you.
You heard it here, folks. That's Appropriate Associates. Book a couple extras for your sad little life. Let's take a break.
Chet Kavanaugh here for the Atheist Society. Think of how fantastic life was when our early ancestors marched across Europe as the glaciers were melting, foraging in small bands, short, hairy creatures who worshipped the sun and the earth, made beds of reeds, preening each other and mating with close relatives covered in bugs. Think of the first time a primate fashioned a tool and used it on a woman. And here we are today with the most fantastic tool of primates and primordial shit slinging, the internet. Ah, yes, we're much smarter now. And that's evolution, just like in the movies. Join the Atheist Society today.
Hello, Los Santos, and welcome to Vinewood Public Access. Yes, it's the name of the show, the station, and the building we're broadcasting from. It's simple, it's efficient, and possibly a bit confusing, but hey, That's public access for you. The only radio station in town where anyone with a story can share it, no matter how questionable. Now, if you're unfamiliar, let me catch you up. We're the only public access radio station in Los Santos. That's right, we're it. The last beacon of free expression in a town where everyone's too busy posting selfies or running from the cops to care about what's happening on the airwaves. We're proudly independent, mostly because nobody's figured out how to monetize whatever this is. Sure, we run ads occasionally, but since we let the advertisers on air for free, just like everybody else, they don't actually generate a dime. Capitalism at its finest. I'm Tommy Singles, your host for this flagship call-in program. Think of me as your guide to the absurd, your tour operator for the strange and deranged corners of Los Santos. I'm here to peel back the kimono, so to speak. Don't get me wrong, this isn't just my show over here. We've got a lot of other hosts doing their thing on Vinewood Public Access. We've got a whole lineup here at the station. There's The Bottom Line with Blayne Bartlby, which is a masterclass in propaganda for people who think being exploited is aspirational. Midnight Meditations, which is basically just some guy named Dave playing wind chime recordings. I honestly can't tell if it's performance art or he's asleep the whole time, but to each their own. I'm not here to judge. And, the Getaway Chronicles with Steele, a deep dive into heists that are so intricate, I'm starting to think our producer Kevin might actually be funding one himself. Speaking of Kevin, he's young, eager, and about as useful as a Rockford Hills debutante. If something goes wrong tonight, and it will, you know who to blame. So, why do I do this? Because someone has to. Someone has to give this city a voice into your cars, your earbuds, or if you're really desperate, your shower radios. We're the voice of Los Santos, the only voice that's not auto-tuned, sponsored, or trying to sell you shark cards. All right, let's open up the lines. This is Vinewood Public Access. Call in if you've got something to say, or better yet, something to regret saying later.
Minister in Minutes. The Supercosmos Church believes that there are too many barriers to spiritual enlightenment and peace. Why spend years in theology seminary or a monastery? This is the internet age. Years of religious study are just a click away. Get ordained now and perform weddings, funerals, get the best parking spaces, comfort horny widows, scare children, cast curses, absolve sins, and make people feel better about their life by quoting from any one of a dozen of hocus-pocus old texts. And get in free to any sporting event you want. Just tell them that you'll pray harder for them to win because you've got a direct line to the deity. Minister in Minutes. Get ordained today.
We are back on Vinewood Public Access. You know how we do it. We get down, we get dirty, and we show you the best parts of Vinewood. Looks like we've got a caller on the line. You're on with Tommy Singles. What's scrapping?
Yeah, Sheila, table 2. Yeah, Mirror Park Tavern. This is Jerry.
What?
This is Jerry, owner of Mirror Park Tavern. What can I get for you, sir?
I don't get from it. No, I don't have an order to place, man. Yeah, I didn't call you. I think you actually called us. This is a call-in radio show.
The radio? Bro, look at your phone. You called me. My phone rang. I just picked it up. Now I'm on a radio show. What is it, a prank or some shit? I'm running a business. Order.
No, I'm not pranking you. I'm not on here fucking with you. I'm trying to run a radio show. I'm talking to the citizens of Vinewood. We're trying to expose the city over here. I didn't call you at all. You definitely called us, man.
I did not fucking call you, asshole.
Look. I don't have your number. So I'm not sure how you think I called you. And if I had your fucking number, dude, I would lose it.
Listen, someone from your number called me, okay? I run a respectable establishment, you know? I don't have time for whatever fucking game this is.
A game. Respectable establishment, my ass, Jerry. You know, last time I was at Mirror Park Tavern, a guy tried to pay for a round with a sack of weed, 3 arcade tokens, and an HJ.
That's the community spirit, all right? And it sounds to me like you probably need to hit some of that weed because you're a fucking asshole. All right? We're eclectic.
Okay. You know what, Jerry? I've had enough. I swear. I did not fucking call you.
I've had enough.
Yo,
This is unprofessional. Don't call me again.
Jerry, look. Well, folks, that was Jerry from Mirror Park Tavern, an unwilling participant in free radio and a man who's apparently too busy with his respectable establishment to get... How does this even happen? Well, did you call him by accident? No. Just be honest. I mean, are you dialing random numbers back there like a bored teenager with their first burner phone? What are you doing?
It wasn't me.
Oh, it wasn't you. You didn't do it. Okay, because the only other option is that my phone is haunted by the spirit of ineptitude.
It was a technical glitch.
A technical glitch. Sure, yeah. Just like the glitch last week where you accidentally hung up on the mayor. I know you fucking did. Yes, you fucking did. This show is never going to fucking make it anywhere, Kevin. If you can't focus on... Are we still on? Right now? I got up from the mic and you didn't think for a second, oh, maybe I've cut the fucking commercial or something. God damn you, Kevin. Damn you. No, give me it. Just fucking give me it. All right, folks, while Kevin recalibrates his brain and hopefully his career, let's take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. You never know who might call in next on Vinewood Public Access. Or who Kevin might fucking call.
Perro! My family has been serving Los Santos for years at Simon Ho Korean Noodle House, or as our big sign says, Eseho. People love Eseho. My family is so proud of our Eseho that we want everyone to experience. Our noodles are hot, our portions are huge, and once you get a taste of Eseho, you'll be coming back for more. Find Eseho at 3 locations in Little Seoul. Extra parking is always behind the S-hole.
I know personally I could put Esso in my mouth just about any day of the week.
Man, this authentic asshole is the shit. It's my favorite thing. It reminds me of my hometown of Seoul, South Korea.
Simon Ho Korean Noodle House. When you're hungry, nothing hits the spot like a big bowl of S-hole.
Next time on The Real Comedians of Vinewood.
So I'm meeting Tevin over at the comedy club because I want to talk to him about the stuff I heard that he said to me at the pool party. I was pretty drunk, so I don't remember everything he said to me, but Tiffany told me the next morning that the stuff coming out of his mouth was totally disrespectful. I'm going to confront him at this open mic, and I'm not sure how he's going to react.
You're tuned in to Vinewood Public Access. Vinewood Public Access, your home for the wild, weird, and wonderfully dysfunctional.
All right, Los Santos, it's time for the kind of story you don't hear every day. My guest tonight is Oscar, a man who has turned his life around in ways you would not believe. Formerly of the Vagos gang, he left that world behind to chase a dream that's as bold as it is fabulous. Now, he's the proud owner of Pitchers, the #1 gay bar in Los Santos, according to the Daily Globe. Oscar, welcome to Vinewood Public Access.
Hey, thanks for having me, Holmes. I appreciate it.
Hey, let's jump right into it, buddy. From gang life to nightlife, it's quite a leap. What made you decide to leave the Vagos and open a gay bar?
You know, Tommy, I grew up in a world where you had to be tough. Loyalty to the crew was everything. But deep down, I always had this dream of running my own business. And not just any business. A place where people could come together, feel safe, and be themselves. I knew I had to be bold and become who I was meant to be.
That's a pretty gutsy move, especially given your background. How did your old crew react?
Oh, man, it wasn't easy. I got a lot of heat from the Vagos and my family. I didn't want to live my life looking over my shoulder. I wanted to build something real, something positive, something super gay.
And Pitchers is certainly all those things. You're really passionate about this, and it's inspiring. Plus, I'm sure you get plenty of attention being the owner. Good place to meet people. Am I right, buddy?
Oh, no, Tommy, I'm not gay.
What?
Yeah, okay, so I get this a lot. I'm actually married to a very beautiful woman, and we have 3 kids together.
You've got to be kidding me.
Nope, not gay at all. But I'll tell you what, I love seeing the gay guys have a great time. Their energy, their confidence, it's infectious. Watching people be themselves and enjoy life, that's what I'm here for.
Wait, so you're saying, let me get this straight. You opened the #1 gay bar in Los Santos because you just enjoy the atmosphere. And you're completely straight?
Yeah, I don't play that gay shit, dog. But I got so much respect for the community. They know how to party. They know how to support each other. I wanted to create a space where that could thrive.
Well, I've got to hand it to you, Oscar. You're one of a kind. Any final words for the listeners out there?
Yeah, chase your dreams. No matter what anyone says. Stop by pictures. First round's on me. And then you can do that gay shit.
You heard the man, LS. Oscar, thanks for being here, sharing your story. You're a true ally and part of what makes this city so goddamn interesting. Well, that's all for tonight, folks. Keep it weird, you keep it wild, and you keep it Vinewood.
You ever find yourself blackout drunk, emotionally repressed, and halfway through a story about your uncle's boat accident? You might already be at Shenanigans, the finest Irish pub in Los Santos, or at least the loudest. We got flat beer, warm whiskey, and a bartender named Sean, who's legally not allowed to make eye contact. Come in for trivia night, or just show up, scream into a pint glass, and call that therapy. Open 7 nights a week, closed every other Tuesday for fight and cleanup. Shenanigans. If you can spell it, you've had too few, brother.
All right, it is midnight in Los Santos. Welcome back to Vinewood Public Access, everybody. And while some are just getting the party started, others are winding it down. And as such, we've got something perfect for those folks. As required by some city-funded mindfulness grant that Kevin applied for at some point, we are required to bring you Midnight Meditations with Dave. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave. Kev, where's Dave? Kev, where's Dave? It's midnight. We have to do midnight meditations. Well, wake him up. His whole fucking thing is he's supposed to be awake at night to do this show. I don't give a shit. He doesn't live here, man. You're always making excuses for him. This is not his fucking bedroom. We have a show to do. Did you leave the fucking mic on again? I swear, oh my God. Just go to the Getaway Chronicles, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the Getaway Chronicles with Angela Steele.
Los Santos is a city built on luck. Some people win big, some lose everything, and some, they take matters into their own hands. Tonight we investigate one of the boldest, cleanest, and most comically mismanaged heists in recent history, a job that should have made its crew millions, but instead left them wandering the streets, broke, confused, and very, very angry. A job now known as the Diamond Disaster. Or maybe we should call it the Diamond Dumbass. Here's what we know. It was a 4-man job. The planner, the mastermind, the one with the vision. The muscle, big guy, few words, all action. The wheelman, fast, reckless, lived off energy drinks. And finally, the hacker, the one responsible for getting them in, keeping them invisible, and wiping the security feed. They planned it for months, every detail down to the second. They got in clean, they got to the vault, they grabbed the cash, and then, somehow, the 3 inside men were locked inside the vault. Because the hacker just left. The moment the crew filled their bags, the communication cut out. The feeds were wiped, the cameras were off. They assumed it was part of the plan. Then the hacker stopped responding. Because here's what really happened. The crew was so obsessed with their entry plan, so focused on getting past the security checkpoints, the guards, and the vault, they never actually discussed how they were getting out. And the hacker, he assumed they had that part covered. To him, this was just a contract gig. Hack the system, clear the way, wipe the evidence, job done. So the second he finished his part, he packed up his laptop, walked out the front door of the Mirror Park coffee shop across the street, called a cab, and went home. Meanwhile, the rest of the crew, trapped inside the casino carrying duffel bags of stolen cash and gold, realized too late that the man-trap doors were still locked. Stuck between the vault and the man-trap exit, the crew remained overnight until the next security shift found them asleep on the stack of loot. The hacker had no idea they were even in trouble. He was on his couch, balls deep in Cluckenbell. There's an old saying, never hire thieves by the hour. But maybe, just maybe, make sure the guy controlling the security doors knows he's supposed to unlock them for you. I'm Angela Steele, and this has been the Getaway Chronicles.
You're tuned in to Vinewood Public Access.
Vinewood Public Access.
Where big time dreams meet.
Downtown Delusion.
All right. Settle down, non-existent live audience. Welcome back to Vinewood Public Access, the only show brave enough to admit it's broadcasted on a budget that's mostly pocket lint and expired coupons. I'm your host, Tommy Singles, and tonight we've got a lineup so random you'd swear it was curated by an algorithm on its last legs. Let's dive in before the lights go out, literally.
This is a secure prepaid call from
Danny.
an inmate at Bolingbroke Penitentiary.
Oh, shit.
Please hold.
Yeah, this is Danny. I'm calling for Angela Steele.
Well, you just missed her. The Getaway Chronicles just ended.
Well, you better get her back. She told me to call her at this number.
Well, she only comes in once a night to do the show, man. She's gone.
Look, I don't get a lot of calls, and she told me to call to tell her the story about the island, so I'm trying to get...
The island? Well, you could tell me about it. We're on the air right now.
Oh, I can't be on the radio right now. No, I can't be live on the air. Right, gotta go.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Sounded like that was going to be good. Stay tuned to the Getaway Chronicles in the future, I guess. Next.
Oh, hello, mate. Kifflom. I don't know if you've heard about a little thing called the Epsilon program, but...
No, not again, okay? Hear me clearly. Not again. You know what? Let's go to commercial. I can't.
You're listening to The Bottom Line, every morning on Vinewood Public Access. We cover business, power, and the winners who deserve both, where progress is sacred and profits are divine. Answering the hard questions so you don't have to. Frankly, you're lucky a show like this still exists. The Bottom Line with Blayne Bartlby. Thank you for your service.